Good evening. Welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. This is session 57. Yeah, session 57, I think, of Rogues to Riches. So, sorry, the last session ended quite abruptly when my internet went down for several hours. Hopefully, we won't have that issue. However, I am running without a camera feed right at the moment just to save on some bandwidth. So, it is April the 28th or 29th. I was just looking at that a moment ago.
Was the
April the
27th,
29th.
29th?
Was it the 27th?
Yeah, the last time we played.
Then it was the 28th because it was the next morning. Fair
Okay.
enough. I got to just fix my notes. That makes sense. April 27th was the night that Ariana arrived, and then April 28th is where we are now. Okay, so you guys were buying some provisions, but before we complete that, yeah, you guys were in the middle of stocking up on stuff when I crashed. But before you complete that, let's resolve Evan's fate. Evan, you were out drinking all night the night before when Ariana arrived, so you haven't even met her yet. But you were out carousing. So let's see here. This is a bigger town. The previous town was pretty small. So
Burnt down one bar. You guys.
go ahead and roll 3d6 for me.
86.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling fancy today.
What? 10?
Yeah.
You spent 1,000 silver pieces. That's
Chunk
20
change.
gold pieces.
All right.
You gain 1,000 XP.
All right.
Roll a poison save, please.
Fail.
Roll a d20, please. Please don't roll 20.
5.
Okay. Gambling losses. Roll 3d6.
Ah, God. There goes my 120 gold. 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. You lose 600 more silver pieces. So that's what, 30? No, sorry. That's not 30. 200. Math, whatever. 600 silver pieces. That's 12 gold, right? That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Done.
Okay. So you come out of the inn and you're preparing to kind of walk home. It's late, kind of later in the morning. You slept in because you put one on last night, especially after you lost some more money gambling. You decided to kind of drink away your sorrows. But is everybody at the like market buying supplies, or is anybody still back at the house? Just before I decide where to have him go.
I guess
Ariana, I know, is at the market.
I'm with Ariana.
Alcock is at the market. He's following around like a lost puppy dog. Thaddeus?
I have everything I need.
So you're at the house just getting ready to go?
Yep, was cleaning my weapons, taking the guns apart, checking everything.
Maybe the stable?
Doing the kind of stuff that I do before I go out to kill things.
Right.
And then, go to the stable and check my horse. Get
Sure.
her all saddled up.
Sounds good.
Hello, Maggie. I call her Maggie.
And how about Roy? Where's Roy at?
I think Roy had already taken care of getting stuff put away in the locker or the warehouse, the valuables that we had. So he was probably back home by then.
Okay.
Waiting.
And Samuel?
Samuel was probably back in the house because I remember last session I bought some stuff.
Cool. So Samuel, Roy, and Thaddeus are all back at the house. So I'll just have Rupert. You go home, return to the house, as you can see. Well, actually, Thaddeus is probably now at the stables, but you'll see Roy and Samuel in the house. Look like they're getting ready to leave.
I see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what's your character's name? Did I say your name wrong?
Evan.
Evan. What did I call you?
I don't know.
I meant to call you Evan. Sorry, Evan.
You
You
called
see this.
You called
as
him
come home.
Rupert.
I apologize.
Yeah.
No, Rupert's got his face almost buried in Ariana's ass. So.
All right, yeah, I'll come stumbling in, holding my head, and I see some familiar faces, and I'll hobble over to them.
We wondered where you were.
Yeah, me too.
We've got a job.
Oh, what is it?
Are you clear-headed?
No.
Well, that's all right. We got to go kill a bull.
A bull. A gorgon. What the hell is that?
I don't know. A mythical creature that probably doesn't exist.
Oh, Rupert, you're at the house now?
I don't know. You said I was.
Sorry. Okay, you're at the house, and Ariana, you can be at the house too. Just mark down whatever you bought on
Yeah, are
supplies.
you done shopping, Ariana?
It'll just be food, really, probably.
Maybe Ariana comes out of one of the back rooms after freshening up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we all ready to go then?
Well, if we're gonna hunt a bull, why don't we just buy a bull and say that that's the bull, and give it to the person?
I mean, I think this man, he has 10,000 silver to pay us. It's a sin to have that much money. We should probably just relieve him of it. And
Indeed. We are rogues, after all. Rogues trying to get rich.
it is our godly duty to relieve people of possessions that wrong to own stuff.
We don't go on these silly quests.
Rupert, who is this man?
Oh, you haven't met Evan. He's one of our fellow brothers. A man.
Why, hello.
Who is this fine madam?
This is our new friend, Ariana. She's come to stay with us.
Yeah.
I'll tip my hat.
Pleasure to meet you.
Indeed. Now, let us buy a bull and just, cut it up a bit, and then we'll string it up, and we'll say that this is the fabled gorgon.
Well, before we do that, let's just go talk to this guy and see what his deal is.
Oh, you haven't talked to him already? All right, let's go.
No, we're supposed to meet some guy named Giles in Frampton.
All right. Yes, let us go to this
problem.
Frampton.
I don't know who's got the money. Who's supposed to pay us, Giles or Thomas?
Thomas.
Where is the rest of our party?
We're all here.
Okay.
We're getting ready to hunt this beast.
Yeah, I'm at the stable.
All right. Well, let us be on our way then.
And on our way back, we must go to Nonspec. I must see my brother's grave.
Oh, yes.
Ah, that shithole again.
We're going to escort the lady to the grave of her family.
You have
brother, I
business?
mean my father, not my brother. Fuck.
You have a couple of family members buried there, actually.
Yeah, my brother and my uncle.
Your cousins,
Yeah, and cousin. No.
your sister or aunt. Or something.
Wait, no. The cousins aren't buried. Neither is the aunt.
Well,
They all
there's
just
markers for them.
No,
there is. You put markers for them.
Yeah, there's graves for them, even though there's no bodies.
Okay, so you gave graves for everybody, did he?
Father and uncle and would they still be cut? What would they be if they were cut? Would they still be cousins? What would they be? I have no clue.
They might be your brothers.
No, they still be cousins.
Probably still be uncles or cousins. Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the Spanish figure it.
Yeah, neither am I.
So who was your father? Antonio?
Yeah, Antonio Medina, yeah.
Giacomo is your uncle, and Luciana's your aunt, and then you have two cousins there. Yeah, so there's markers for all five of them.
Okay.
I'm not telling you that because I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So,
There.
as we determined in the last session, I think it's a hot and dry day. it's still the Fenlands, But did I read this last time? Let me find it here. So this whole region, which I may not have described all this before, but it is part of this module for England Upturned. So this whole area, which is on the map there, is known as the parts of Holland. And the landscape certainly resembles the Netherlands, flat and damp, but wonderfully productive where the soil is dry enough to farm. The farmlands are bounteous with growing grain where the ground is a little higher, and is full of green grass and cattle in the frequent boggier areas. Cabbages, turnips, carrots, potatoes are all found growing in smaller plots and backyards. However, many crops spoil and rot due to frequent floods. Roads and trackways are usually raised above the surrounding terrain here on embankments with bushes and ditches on either side. Once you get off these pathways, expect thick mud. There's a farm every mile or so. So, actually, does the physical, because my physical map is very different from the map which I got from the PDF, which is the one I'm showing you on the screen there. Let's see if the physical map tells me, yeah, what's farmland, fenland, mudflats, and etc. So basically, if you're going to Frampton, you're going to take the roads. There's road the whole way there. It makes it a little bit of a longer trip. So it might be a couple of miles or so. Actually, according to this, it'll be about 4 miles by road. Does that sound about right, Josh?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, because you don't want to walk. You don't want to walk along because you'll just end up in the marshes and.
Yep.
Yeah.
And up in this area, anyway, it's mostly. Just want to make sure I get this right. It looks like mostly farmland. Yep, it's mostly farmland up here. So there we go. Is that also reflected on this map? Does it really show? Yeah, kind of. Let me compare the two. Hold on, I'm really curious because it's so bizarre to me that there's different maps. All right, if I compare this map to that map, yeah, okay, it does make sense. Yeah, it shows you where the Fenland is, and goddamn color.
We're gonna pass
Oh yeah,
Wyberton.
and the mud flats there. I got it. Cool.
We're gonna go across the river past Wyberton.
Yeah, past Wiberton. Is it
Yeah.
Wiberton it's pronounced? Yeah.
Wiberton, yeah.
Wyberton.
It's literally connected to Boston.
Yeah,
Wiberton
it's
is.
real close. I mean, actually, if you look at the map there, it's like less than a mile.
Yeah, when you're walking in real life, you can literally be in Boston 1 second, then you're in Wiberton the next.
So as you kind of pass by Wiberton, Wiberton has a castle. It's actually an earthwork with a moat upon which sit some crumbling rocks. It used to be a castle. It looks like somebody is in the process of trying to fortify it in a modern Dutch manner. Yeah, you might hear shouting coming from up on the one of the kind of turrets, I guess. It still stands. You can hear a couple of people shouting. Well, you hear one person shouting really, and you see a few people standing up there. Yeah, that's about it. Other than that, it's just another little kind of town village here. I guess it's more of a village. So you'll pass Wiberton, and then you come down to Curtin. Yeah, is that right?
Curtin, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally,
Curtin.
it's like 2 minutes past it. It's not that far.
Yeah, well, it's like another mile down the road.
They're connected again. Probably not back then though. There'd been distance.
Nothing. I'm just looking to see if there's anything really that stands out about this town as you arrive here. Not really, no. Actually, are any of you guys from this area? Are you all from this area?
I'm from Wales, or I'm from closer to London. Wales is a separate country, isn't it? at this time, or how's that?
Well, they're kingdoms or whatever, I guess. At the moment, England isn't really united yet in any way. It's just a collection of kingdoms, you know.
Well, I was some kind of lord of England, so I guess somewhere down around London.
Okay, fair enough. But nobody is from this
Yeah, not
area
from-
then.
No, I've wandered too much.
Okay, fair enough.
London.
Well, then you know nothing about Curtin. It's just another little village as you make the turn to head towards Frampton.
Another shithole.
hmm
These all look pleasant.
So when you get to Frampton, well, it's in turmoil. You can see a farm on the outside of the village. You can see many people standing outside yelling up at the house, and it seems like they're praying, and you can recognize their clothes. You can see these are Puritans.
Uh,
And that looks to be the house. Yeah, that's your place.
Looks like some ruckus going on up there. Let's go see what's what.
Yes.
We're looking for Giles Garrett. Giles Garrett.
Would you just walk up to these fucking proselyting
Yeah.
Puritans? They're screaming hell and brimstone. They're
Oh, are
you
they
know,
preaching?
they're
Is this
well, no, they're quoting, and yeah, they seem to be calling out for Giles to come out to be tried for his crimes,
Oh, geez.
crimes against God,
Right up to him.
witchcraft and sorcery.
This place is odd compared to Spain. Jesus.
How would
Yeah.
they have done it back then? How would they burn a witch? Do
Like,
they? Huh?
I feel like they just break into their house and drag them out.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
would they put him up on a cross and burn it, or would they?
No, you just tie him to a stake and
Pyre.
Yeah. Okay.
burn him in a pyre.
Fair enough. Actually, yeah.
Oh.
So you'll see they're in the process of setting one of those up. They're setting up a stake in the ground and piling up wood and stuff. Looks like
Do we hear?
they're getting ready to barbecue.
Do we
Can
hear?
I shoot my gun in the air to get their
Oh, hold
attention?
on, hold on, hold on. Do we know? Do we hear what name they're calling out to?
Oh yeah, they're calling out for Giles Garrett.
That's the guy we're looking for, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely shoot into the air or something.
Okay, you fire up into the air and they kind of duck down a bit and they turn
Hey.
and you see them all pull like pistols.
Easy now, people.
Oh,
We're come to settle this problem for you. What's all this ruckus about?
Tell
believe-
them we're here.
We believe
Tell
the
'em
farmer Giles Garrett to be a sorcerer. Look,
And why-
look at the state of his cattle shed, and you can see the cattle shed there is burnt to the ground. You can see the probably still slightly smoking remains, but of his cattle, all dead.
sorcerer. There's no such thing as a sorcerer. What are you on about?
Nonsense.
It looks like someone burned his
What are you,
stuff.
Catholic?
No.
Ariana just keeps quiet after that because she doesn't want to say it.
Because she is Catholic.
They don't like it when women talk, especially sexy foreign women. So just the best.
Indeed, actually, how is Ariana dressed for the road? I mean, I imagine she doesn't have her babs hanging out, does she?
No,
does she?
obviously she'll probably be wearing one of her dresses because she's not used to like English attire, so she might be showing a little bit of cleavage, but
Indeed.
she will have maybe a hood up.
No worries. No, they're definitely giving you scornful looks then. All of you. However, there's about half a dozen of them. There's about half a dozen of you. They're armed. You're armed. But you guys are, I mean, you definitely look rougher than they do.
Why do you think he's the sorcerer?
His calf burned this shed to the ground. Speak to the man yourself. Hear his tale.
Where's the calf?
Oh, why don't you ask Mr. Garrett?
We
If
will.
you're so keen to speak to him.
Well, let us in, and we will speak to him, and we'll settle this. And if he's guilty, by all means, we'll let you have at him. But we will determine it first.
Maybe a woman's touch might help here, gentlemen.
I'm Lord Rupert Alcock. Step aside, and we will enter.
All right, they'll step aside.
All right.
They'll let you go up to the farmhouse.
Knock on the door.
Go
Mr.
away!
Garrett, Mr. Garrett, we've come from Thomas Kimber to help you.
Who are you?
My name's Lord Rupert Alcock. Me and my associates are here to help you. Let us in. We've held the mob at bay for the moment.
You hear the sound of things being moved away from the door, like you had it barricaded. And then you hear the bar lift, and then the door opens. Big heavy wooden door. Nice old rustic farmhouse. It would burn real good. He says, Kember sent you to help
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Why?
He said you had a problem. He was going to pay us to hunt this calf or whatever the hell it is.
Quick, come inside.
Right.
So Rupert walks in.
Yeah.
I walk in as well, just being like,
Ariana
this is a
walks
very
in.
strange place.
I
These
walk
people are
in
very weird.
confidently and fearlessly.
I'll wait outside armed to make sure nobody else walks in.
Smart,
I stay with the
smart,
horses. Yeah, I stay with the horses, and I just kind of put my tuck my thumb into my belt, and like look at the guys and just kind of just grin.
Yeah, how are you? Actually, go ahead and give me another. I'm sure we've done this before, but let's go real quick descriptions just of gear, what we see on each person.
Right.
So Rupert, as you walk in, you go first.
I am wearing my family chainmail, a buff
Oh.
coat, Morian helm. I
Jesus
got
Christ.
2 flintlocks, a long sword, a arquebus,
Jesus
daggers.
Christ. You're carrying all that?
Yeah, that's how I go.
God
And I
damn,
got
this
a
guy's
couple things in it.
17th century commando here.
I got like a belt of daggers.
All right, Ariana.
I am literally just wearing my dress and got my hood up. I'm not.
You got like a riding cloak
Yeah.
kind of thing, something to keep the weather off sometimes.
She'll as she was leaving, she probably have her rapier like hanging off, and she has a little staff that might be probably not showing, but like on her back.
Wait, she has a little staff?
Yeah, she has a staff that she has. Yeah. Yeah, she has a staff. Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I don't know. I don't remember you. Maybe you didn't describe that before, or maybe I just wasn't paying
No,
attention.
because it was a very brief description because
Fair.
we wanted just.
Okay, so you two walk in. Now we know that Samuel and hold on, Thaddeus are both standing by the horses. So Sam and Thaddeus, go ahead. You go first, Jose. Tell us again real quick what Sam looks like.
Let's see. Well, I got a arquebus, leather armor, buff coat, lobster tail helmet. Got 2 pistols on me, short bow.
Yeah, you guys look like a fucking mercenary party, basically.
And then there's me with like.
Well,
Yeah, you're the bright flower.
maybe they look like your bodyguards.
Yeah, because I am a very beautiful, exotic woman. So
You're wealthy too, right? You dress well.
yeah, I dress well. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Very good.
Mm.
Okay, cool. And Thaddeus?
I am wearing a pikeman's armor with a buff coat over the top, with my broad brimmed hat. I have 12 apostles on as well. As well, a brace of pistols, both set for left hand draw, and a sword and a knife.
Ooh, man, wow.
I'm a fairly large man, posing,
So
grinning at them and staring.
Evan, what are you doing? Are you going inside or are you staying outside?
I'm going inside.
Go ahead and give us a
some-
description again for
So
Evan.
I got a large black fancy hat, and I have a buff coat. I have 4 flintlock pistols strapped to my chest.
Ooh.
And then I have a shiny silver dagger at my waist. And I have a knife in my boot.
You're like a gunslinger. All right. And then Rob, how about it? How about Roy? Wait, what's his name? Shit, I can't see
Roy.
it on the thing. Roy. Yeah, Roy Mitchell. What's he doing? Is he going inside or staying outside? You there, Rob? No? We lose you?
The boy's probably taking a nap in the wagon.
Well, we'll say he's with the donkey and cart then. Okay. So again, let me just see here. Rupert went in, Ariana went in, and I'm sorry, Samuel, you stayed outside, right?
Yes, I sat outside.
Yeah. Okay. So just Rupert and Ariana come in. So this farmer, he looks terrified. You can see the fear on his face as he lets you in. You can see his wife and kids. His wife is kind of sitting on the bed and cradling her two young children. They look to be both maybe no older than 6 or 7, boy and a girl. And she's crying, but she's trying to hold it in. So she's just kind of that Hufflepuff's kind of huffing and puffing, kind of sobbing. You know what I mean? And the kids look like they've been crying as well, although they're not at the moment. He says, "What did Kember tell you?"
He said you had a problem with a gorgon.
Is that what he's calling it? Yeah.
I'm not even sure what that is. A calf that breathes fire.
Yeah.
It
So
sounds to me.
I was doing the milking, and somehow it ignited the hay at the other end of the shed, and it spread very rapidly. I was nearly trampled, and you can see most of my herd was incinerated.
Well, this
The
was
guilt.
one of your cows?
Yes, it was a calf.
Just one day.
The thing fled into the marches with this evilest moo I've ever heard in my life. It was horrifying.
Where'd you get it?
It was born from from one of my cows and the bull. The bull and the cow that birthed it both died in the fire. I believe it may have been trying to commit some kind of matricide or patricide or both. What do you call that? Genocide, right?
How long ago was it born?
Oh man, don't ask me, dude. I don't know. Not long ago. It's a young calf, but it's able to walk and run and moo.
It's never burned anything before.
No, it's never burned anything before. That was me saying that, by the way, not necessarily him saying that. I have no idea about the lifespan of cattle.
The parents are just were normal animals before.
Yes.
So, what do you think is this? A curse upon you?
Perhaps it's some kind of an evil spirit, but I didn't summon no evil spirits. I'm not a sorcerer, no matter what those guys outside say. I'm telling you, I'm a victim here.
Well, let's look around. If we don't see any witchcraft shit in here.
You don't see any? No. Do you want to search?
Yeah, let's look around your house.
Yeah, we're gonna toss this place.
Well, sorcerers don't exist. Don't believe them. They're talking baloney.
I need you to come with us to tell me if there is anything in here. You know what?
Oh yeah, Evan, you came inside as well, right? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you insinuating, Robert?
I get the feeling I thought we talked about this.
Oh yeah, you.
What are you talking about?
We go. Sir, just stay over there by yourself. I'm consulting with my people. So I take her off to the side. I'm like, I know we talked about this. You know a little something about witchy ways, right? You're with me?
No, I am not a witch.
Okay, then. So you're not an expert in witchcraft stuff? Then just be quiet while me and Evan look around.
Well, I thought I could talk to the keep the wife and kid happy at least.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tossing this shit out of this place.
She will be looking.
I'm looking for demonic.
She will be looking for
witchcraft paraphernalia.
Yeah, I'm looking for like witch bag and straw dolls and
anything that looks weird, juju,
fingernails and shit.
Yeah.
On the sly, Ariana will actually be looking for witchy things.
If they have money or valuables, I might pocket some jewelry or something.
Yeah, me too. Do I find any? Do I find any like that? Do I need to find a search check? Or do I need to roll a search check? Ian.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm fucking muted. God damn it, I've been talking. Yeah, you can all roll search rolls.
All right.
Oh God.
Passed.
I got
looking good. I got 3 and 6, and I got a 2.
Okay. How'd you do, Rupert?
I failed.
Ariana, you failed as well?
Yep. Hate
Okay.
not being a specialist.
You find a necklace and a couple of rings.
I'll pocket those.
Evan.
Did I roll sleight of hand?
Yes.
All right. You got many points from that. 1.
Okay. Yep. You pocket them.
But no witchy stuff, though, right?
No. No witchy stuff. None of you find any witchy stuff.
All right.
I'll communicate that to the party. No witchcraft here.
I agree. Thank God you're in the clear. God has graced you this day. So we're gonna go, I guess, look for this thing. We'll try to get these people to leave you alone for now. We'll deal with the Puritans. Okay, Garrett family.
Yeah, please. Don't let them burn me.
Don't worry, you'll be safe. You'll all be safe.
You can trust us to do the right thing. We're men of God.
Just superstitious assholes.
Let's go. What did you say, Ariana?
What? Nothing.
You're talking about the crowd outside, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Is the crowd still out there, Ian?
Sorry, is the what?
Is the crowd still out there?
Yeah, the 6 guys are still out there, but they've kind of quieted down a bit. They're not screaming so much now that they've got Thaddeus and Samuel and Roy all out there with the animals.
Right. Come out and tell them there's no witchcraft here, but something is afoot. We will discover it. You can leave this man and his family alone. So says Lord Rupert Alcock.
Well, what about this demon he's unleashed?
I said we're going to go take care of it. We are going to hunt it down and kill it. And we'll bring back, show you the proof that you are now safe.
Right.
You got lucky this day. The Lord has sent you the only men you'll ever need. Look at us.
Very well. If you can bring back evidence that the beast has been dealt with, then perhaps Giles will live to see another day.
Well, he had nothing to do with this. We've searched his place. There's no sign of witchcraft. He is a victim here, as are you all. But we're going to handle it. So there's nothing to worry.
The demon came from his own.
It came from some animals that be cursed by some other. But we will discover the root of it. It is no longer your concern.
Demons
Very well.
don't fucking exist.
We will wait here.
This isn't the time for this conversation.
What language are you speaking, Ariana?
I would have probably been speaking English because she would have tried to say it under her breath, but you know. It'd have probably slipped out because she's a little bit of a big mouth. So.
Do you have your spell book with you?
Yeah, all her stuff. Actually, no. Her bag is back with the her bag with certain things are back.
Okay.
Under
Just checking.
the sheeps and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, they again give Ariana a dirty look.
Because she's trying to keep it hidden for as long as she can.
Yep.
I'm gonna go and
I'm gonna go. So if you pretend like you're my lady, then people might leave you alone.
I'm gonna go into the crowd.
There's only 6 dudes.
All right, I'm gonna go up to some dudes and then kind of put my arms over 2 of them, and I'll pull a gold coin out and I say, "Why don't you gentlemen go buy yourself some drinks?" while we
Curtains
handle
don't
this.
drink, do they?
Or donate this to the church, whatever it is you guys do.
Build a farm or something.
Wait, Rupert, did you say to Ariana if you pretended to be mine? Is that what you said to her?
Yeah.
She'll very jokingly, with a smirk on her, just wrap her arm under your link her arm under your arm.
Yeah.
As a joke.
Well,
How do they react to my gold coin?
I'm fine with a woman on my arm.
All right, they don't
Okay.
seem. I'll pull out 2 gold coins if they don't react to the first one.
They look at you, and one of them kind of slips out from under your arm and says, "Salvation cannot be bought, sir."
Come now, this will be what 6 months worth of offerings, a tithing.
You wish to donate it to the church.
Yes, in your name. Take it. Go donate it to your church. Leave this place.
Give me a d20 roll.
All right. 20.
What's your charisma?
It's
not
8.
21, is it?
No, it is not. It's 8.
He looks at you with distaste and just kind of spits on the ground and turns and walks away. The other guy follows him.
I walk down to
They're
Evan.
not at all interested in your bribes.
That's fine.
I
They
tell
still left the area.
I say they're Puritans. They don't know no sense like we do.
Same effect. They left the area.
Good job.
This is true. Mission accomplished then.
All right, let's start investigating. Is there anything left of this barn?
Yeah, let me make a search check at the investigate the barn, the ruins.
Okay. Yeah, you can find the remains of several cattle and a bull inside.
I got a 3 out of 6. When I got a 3. Did I see anything weird about the remains?
How long ago was this fire?
Do they milk cows in the morning or at night?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
In the morning, I think.
I think in the morning.
I feel like it's morning
Yeah,
just because
probably
they're always saying
Okay.
how early they get up.
Then in that case, let's say how long? Oh yeah, it took that long to get here. Maybe 8 hours ago, 7 or 8 hours ago.
Oh wow. So this stuff's all freshly done cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, I walk over to one of the lumps and just start carving into it. You know, carve out that charred skin and get some of that juicy beef underneath.
But it is in the morning. I have a friend who works on a farm, so
Now,
Thaddeus in his stomach.
Ariana,
yes.
give me a d20 roll. Let's call it intelligence.
Okay. That is an 18 altogether.
You rolled an 18?
No, that's adding on my intelligence.
No, don't add
Modifier.
on. No, you want to
Okay,
roll
it's
equal
just
to or
17
under.
then.
What's your intelligence?
17. My modifier is my
No.
thing is a 13, so yeah.
So you failed. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a big fire. Somebody burnt the fucking shit out of this place. And Evan, you rolled a 3, you said, right?
Yeah, I passed.
So you find tracks. Looks like calf tracks. Baby cow tracks, if you prefer.
Do they lead like out of the town?
Yes, out into the marshland.
All right, I'll communicate those
Not
to the
on
group.
the road.
Yeah, I'll tell the party about it.
Let's follow it.
All right, let's go.
I am poking Rupert's hat the entire time because I've got with my other hand. I'm just poking his hat. Seeing
I
if
cut
can
off
pick
another
one.
strip and stick it into the
We-
strap for my apostles and head back to the my horse,
Yeah, are we going to travel on our horses out
chewing on another strip.
or on foot? Should we take the horses or go on foot?
If you want to,
Because it's going to
you
get
can take the
swampy.
horses. You can't take the cart.
Right. So then that'll leave Roy on foot. Let's just all go on foot then. I don't want to
Yeah,
get
maybe-
the horses marred down and
Yeah.
swamp shit.
Yeah, we should leave the horses. I continue poking Rupert's hat.
Why are you poking my hat?
As I'm linked with you by arm as well still.
Okay, well, the people are gone now. You can drop the pretenses. We got work to do.
Oh no. You told me to pretend, so I'm keeping it up. So
But we're going into the swamp now. Carry some stuff.
Who is this strumpet you found, Rupert?
She's a strange lady, but she's beautiful to look at. So I let her tag along with us. I think she is. Well, she whatever. I don't know. She's a strange foreign woman. A mystery.
Can she fight, woman?
I don't know what she could do.
I was sent in your direction, and
She
I was
sent us
told you
some
were
big guy
adventurous.
named Ravelon, who we don't even know. I think he sent you to the wrong place, honestly. He told you to go into this house of 5 drunken, horny men.
No, he brought it, didn't he? Yeah, he brought me like directly to the door, didn't he? Yeah.
There's no mistaking what house he intended.
Yeah, he brought me directly to the door. He even pointed to the door. I'll just exaggerate. I do let go of you after a while and kind of just stick to myself, and I go to Evan. Yes, I can handle myself.
All right, good.
Let's go. Your dress is gonna get muddy.
Follow these cow tracks, these evil cow tracks.
I give Evan a wink, by the way, after I said that. Just a cheeky wink.
Well, I guess then unstrap my arquebus from my saddle and bring it with.
Yep, I got my
Or musket, I should say. It's not an arquebus.
No damn.
Right, okay. Yeah, musket's definitely bigger than an arquebus.
Yep.
Let me just double check my map here. So you're coming out of the farmlands.
This still does the same damage, though.
Yeah.
And you're heading into the fenlands. So, the fenlands, the fenland is the area that's most prone to flooding. It's full of brackish water at high tide, fresh water at low. There's always at least 6 inches of water at minimal, choked with thick reeds, and interspersed with mirrors, which are shallow lakes and ponds. Occasionally, oh yeah, the best way to really get around is by punt, it says, which I guess is a little boat, right? A shallow draft boat that's very little more than a board with a slight edge to it. It's like a raft, right?
Right.
Basically, yeah.
There's midges and mosquitoes abound, but you'd also see occasionally ducks and stuff too.
Guessing I lost the cow tracks by now, right?
Yes, pretty much. So you're just kind of doing guesswork at this point as to which direction it was going.
So we're gonna have to ask around.
Well, there's nobody around here at the moment. These
Shouldn't
fens
we
are held to be
find-
common land. Basically, no person owns these, and anyone can go here to fish, hunt ducks, put to pasture their pigs, cattle, etc. Wade into the shallows, cut reeds and rushes, etc. It's supposed to be common, for anybody who lives in the area can do so.
It still is, basically.
Well, gentlemen, I'm no tracker, so my skill set ends here. It's guesswork from here on.
Maybe we should start checking the nearest places where, to rest. Maybe some abandoned barns or houses.
I think
Well, out here where the tracks end, do we see any burnt up brush or anything?
Well, you can definitely look for other signs. Just because you can't necessarily find footprints doesn't mean you can't find other signs of an animal moving through.
That's burn marks or
Give me a search roll.
Nah.
I failed.
Okay.
I got a 2.
You got a
Good
2?
grief.
That's a
This
fail.
thing can go anywhere.
Is Rob here? Roy?
He's still knocked out in the cart. That boy sleeps a lot.
Well, that's a bummer. All right. Well. So yeah, you don't know. You're not sure. At this point in time, now let's see here. It was around midday when you left. It was about 1 o'clock when you arrived in Frampton. So by this point in time now, we're going to say it's about, oh, you did stop and talk to your man for a bit. We're going to say it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay.
I don't want to go too deep into these fins blindly, so it's hot and stinking and mosquitoes.
What day did we say this is? The 28th?
Yeah.
Okay.
England this place looks so miserable compared to Spain.
It is.
Why did I even come here? Oh yeah, for my father.
You reckon you've got less than 4 hours maybe of sunlight left, or maybe a little over 4 hours of sunlight left.
Well, what do you guys think?
You're the
How-
big strong man, so it's up to you.
How far in the swamp are we?
Oh, you're not too far. I mean, you just said this is when you're just kind of lost the trail.
Mm. Well, gentlemen, do you have any ideas?
Pam said something about asking around the town. Maybe people spotted it since then.
You mean gentleman and lady? So
What?
Indeed.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I was thinking maybe we can check some abandoned buildings anywhere where you can set shelter.
Well, let's try and look for some hunters or some fishermen in the swamp. Maybe they'll see it. They'll have seen it.
Yeah,
Everybody make search rolls.
2, a pass.
5.
fail.
Fail.
Okay, who passed there? That was Evan.
Yep.
Nobody else passed. Okay,
No, not at all.
Evan, you hear a sound over your shoulder, back in the fen somewhere. You could have sworn you heard a mooing sound.
I'll quickly snap my head, and I say, "I hear it. I hear it. I hear the goddamn cow. It's this way.
where?
This way." And I start dredging along deeper into the fens.
I'll follow him.
Okay, everybody else following?
So I will have my archivist ready.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
pull
I'm
my
following.
pistols. Beware the demon cow, gentlemen and lady.
Okay. So who's leading the way?
Evan is.
Evan is? Okay, Evan. Let me see.
Got a face full of fire.
No.
I'll be right back.
Evan, give me well, how quickly are you moving?
As fast as I can in the swamp.
Nope, that's fair. That's fair. Give me in that case a paralyzation. God damn it. Paralyze save.
All right.
Paralyzation. Why can I never say that fucking word? I want to say paralyzation.
That is a fail.
You're moving along, and all of a sudden you step into some really deep mud,
Oh god.
and you pull your other leg forward as you start to go forward and fall on your face, and your other leg goes into even deeper mud. And all of a sudden, Evan has gone from having, water up like halfway up his calf, or not even halfway up his calf, to now water up almost to his hips.
Oh god. Ah,
And
disgusting.
Rupert, you can feel like mud. You've sunk into mud all the way up, just like 6 inches under your hips, basically. So more than halfway, like halfway up your thigh at least.
I'll pull,
I will
Gotta
Yeah,
help.
move up.
yeah, I'll
grab a
throw my
tree.
hand out.
Yeah, I'll move up and grab a tree and extend the butt of the musket out to him
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll grab it.
and yank him back.
Navigate around this area.
Give me another paralyzed save with a +2 this time there.
14, which is a pass.
Okay, you managed to pull yourself out of the quicksand with the help of Thaddeus and his musket.
All right. Do I still hear the mooing sound?
You don't, but you know where you heard it. You're pretty sure it was over that way. It's hard to judge distance because you're not really sure of the land yet,
And do I see any like fire? Do I see any smoke or any like sign of people around or anything?
Give me a search roll.
All right. 2 again.
A 2? No.
Yeah. Well, that's a pass for me. I have a 3 and 6.
I know. I was giving you a negative 2
Oh,
though,
okay,
because of
okay.
the.
All right.
I mean, you're looking out into the swamp for sign of a magical calf.
Got it. Indeed.
If you rolled a 1, I was
All right.
gonna say you see something, but yeah, you're
All
sure
right,
it's over
okay.
that way. It can't be too far, but you might want to go around this quicksand here now.
All right.
Little
Yeah.
cautiously. Keep
We'll have
going.
to go
and
around
the
this.
mosquitoes are loving all of you guys.
Oh no.
That's why I specifically said I was eating bananas before we left.
Where'd you get the bananas?
I don't know, but apparently people, if you eat banana, that helps drive away mosquitoes.
Do you
Or
have
something like that,
bananas
right?
here
No,
in England?
Of course not.
They might in London.
I was not doing that.
Who knows?
I'm not that smart to think ahead like that, or even know that kind of thing.
I understand. You're pulling our leg. Okay. So you guys go around the quicksand that Evan so kindly found for you.
I'm gonna be complaining the whole time.
Oh yeah, Evan, your pants and boots. Your boots are full of mud.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed.
And water.
Whose bright idea was this to
So
go
your
in the
pants,
swamp?
Your pants are muddied basically from halfway up your thigh all the way down.
And for what? A demon cow?
10,000 silver.
10,000 silver.
Keep that in mind.
We didn't even check to see if he had the money. We just go running off into the swamp.
If he doesn't have the money, we're taking his head.
Are you back in front again, Evan?
No.
No?
Well,
Who is?
yeah, I guess I would be.
Okay,
be
you're back up
complaining
in front
about it.
complaining. Yeah. Give me another search roll.
All right. 2 again.
You hear another moo.
Oh shit! There it is
The direction
again.
you were headed. Yep.
I don't see anything.
I hear it.
I don't hear anything except
Okay.
sloshing.
Well, you guys were just arguing, or
I can
whatever.
hear it. I can hear its demonic mooing whispering into my ear.
All right, proceed cautiously.
This way.
Okay, so Evan, you're the first to see it.
Oh, stop.
Standing.
There it is. I'll whisper.
Standing
There it is.
in water, partway up its leg. It's a calf. How big would it be? I'm trying to think.
I'll kind of like put my hands out so everyone doesn't step ahead of me.
It's like the size of a large dog. That sound right?
I think it's a little bigger than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean a large dog. I'm not talking about think of a golden retriever as a medium-sized dog. I'm talking about like a mastiff or a Great Dane,
Yeah.
It's probably heavier. It's probably heavier though too. So yeah.
And they're kind of lanky when they're first born.
You can see, it's got its back to you. And swishing its tail around. Give me a stealth roll, Evan. And Rupert.
I have a 6 in stealth.
I have a 7 in stealth.
I passed.
I failed.
Okay. It stops, or it lifts its head up and it looks over its shoulder, kind of in your direction.
Don't look it in the eyes.
You can see it's got little horns kind of pointing up. It's definitely a bull calf.
No,
fire.
The horns actually seem to be curling backwards which is unusual for a cow. Usually they
Get
go out to the sides,
Oh,
right?
would you look at that? It's really a demon cow.
And it
calf.
turns and goes back to, grazing, seemingly disinterested.
Let's raise our guns and all fire at once.
Oh, no. We have to bring it back alive.
Do we?
Yes,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the deal.
Well, I didn't hear that part.
Captured alive for 10,000.
Well, that's
Sam is gonna grab some man catchers that he has, and he's gonna try to grab it from the back of the neck with him.
Careful, it'll shoot fire at you.
Okay, you grab.
Right
You have a
now-
man catcher. You're carrying a man catcher with you.
Well, I just brought it for this.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying that's an oversized item. It's a big
Yeah,
full armor.
I
Okay.
know I'm slow.
Yeah, you've got it. So you're gonna go up to it to try to hook it.
Wait, let's
Yeah.
spread out around it and try to flank it from all sides.
Before I do that, I'm gonna give because I have bought 2 muscles. I'll give one to whoever wants one. I got 2 of them, so that way I can grab it and somebody can put the thing in his mouth.
I'm not touching that thing.
What do you got to put in its mouth?
A muzzle.
Muscles.
Oh,
So while
okay.
you guys are talking about all this, it starts walking away.
Ah, no, get it.
Spread now.
Forget the muzzle. Just get it.
Yeah.
I'll
grab the
grab
muzzle.
it.
It starts to pick up speed when you start approaching it.
Alive doesn't mean we can't wound it, right? I'll shoot it.
I'm just saying it's picking up speed. I'm not saying you can't catch it, but it seems to now be trying to get away from you.
Let's go.
Who's going forward?
We're spreading out.
Yep, I'm going along with.
Oh, you're trying to flank around the sides.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the right.
I'm
Sam.
just watching them from a distance.
Ariana's hanging back. She's not
Yeah, I'm
interested in
just
wrestling
watching
with a cow.
I'll probably laugh at them if anyone falls over.
And I'm
or
guessing
anything.
Sam, Roy is staying back with you since I don't think.
Wait,
Ron's
I got a
here.
rope. I'm gonna try to lasso it.
You're gonna try to run up close enough to lasso it.
Well, I can throw it from a distance.
Yeah. Do you have your rope tied in a lasso?
I'm gonna do that now.
Okay, you're doing that while you're running after it. Okay. What's
I'll
everybody
stop
else doing?
I'm gonna start
I'm
approaching
following
it.
Sam and his man catcher, ready to
Mhm.
headlock that thing and put a muzzle on it.
What are you doing, Evan?
Flanking it.
Flanking it. Okay, trying to run around the side.
Yeah.
Okay, Samuel.
I'm chasing it with the man catcher.
Okay, cool. So you're running up on it and you're gonna try to hit it with the man catcher, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And you're right behind him, Thaddeus, or with him anyway, yeah? Oh, beside him, right? Because you want to try to muzzle it when he grabs it. Is that correct to say?
Right,
Roach?
I'm on one side
Okay,
of him.
cool. Cool. Okay, so as you guys come running up on it, it lets out a really horrible sounding. It does sound like an evil moo. Sounds like almost like a frightened sound, and excrement flies out of its ass and sprays towards Thaddeus and Samuel. You're both going to have to make saving throws versus breath weapon, but let's take a break first. I need a smoke break. Dun, 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 dun.
Woohoo! Cow shit.
Getting that cow pie.
Shit spray.
Excellent. I have a good save for that, actually.
Aren't you glad you hung back, Ariana?
Yeah.
And Evan's got mud up to past his knees, but Sam and Thaddeus are about to have something much worse.
Yeah, the Fens and the Frampton Marsh are basically a nature reserve now. So people do go out there to fish and that, but no one lives out there. Just a nature reserve.
That's cool. You don't have a copy of this adventure, do you, Josh?
No.
I
No, I
wonder.
don't.
I think it's all sold out. I don't think it's still in print, but I'm not sure. Ronnie, is do you know? Is England Upturn'd still in print, or is it out of print?
I'm sure he has copies still. I don't think it was like the most popular adventure.
Cool. It's been a while since I mean, I've looked at the web store, but I don't look at the books that I already have. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh man.
I guess it's useful having someone who lives in England during a
Oh yeah, it's like
module
it's like a
saying.
history lesson.
By the way, Ronnie, I told
Actually,
you I went on the site and filled up my cart with all the stuff I didn't have, right?
yeah, I think I saw you
Except for
mention that.
one. There's one book I think that isn't in my cart. I'm not going to buy.
Okay.
I don't. Fuck Keel Chenier, whatever the fuck his name is.
I'm not getting into that.
Yeah, don't get into that. It just annoys me. Anyway,
Yeah, I
But-
talked about it. I talked about it a little bit before you came on earlier.
yeah, we're online, so probably should.
Yeah.
Did you get your mirror book?
God, that annoys me. But anyway, I put everything else in my inbox. It's like 4 books or something, I think. Oh, you know what? I don't think I put Veins of the Earth in there either because it's a big monster. It's expensive as fuck, and I don't think I would really use it.
Did you get
I'm
that
not into.
mirror
I
book?
never liked Underdark and Underground campaigns too
No,
much.
the mirror book hasn't been released yet. Unfortunately, we're still
I'm
waiting
waiting,
for
man. I'm
the
waiting to pull the trigger.
Nice.
waiting for shit to open back up for
I think it
the
looked
post
really
office.
cool on the stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
want
looks
it.
really
I
sweet.
want it so bad.
And that's just for like a magic sword, right? It's like a magic
Yeah,
item.
the whole book dedicated to one magic item.
That's
That's a
cool.
sword.
Well, the deck of many oddities or whatever it was, that's just one magic item too, basically, and that's a whole book.
I think it's like
Yeah, technically it's the
volume.
deck, but yeah, it's got a bunch of shit. I would assume.
also like
Yeah, well, it's got. What did he say? It's a full deck, and it's got. Was it 4 items for each card?
yeah.
So I
Oh,
think
that's
it's
interesting.
208 items.
Wow, and that's cool. So you just pick whichever of the 4 you kind of want or something.
I don't know. Or maybe if you want to really
Interesting.
randomize it, you can pick a card
Yeah.
and roll a d4.
Yeah.
The one I really want is that big puppet.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what that is really, but I'm gonna buy it. I'm just buying everything.
Nice.
Just from the artwork that I've seen, it's like really fucking weird.
Cool.
Yeah, so far, all of these, I've just buy them. I don't know what the hell they are, and I'm never disappointed. They're always awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isle of the Unknown's a little iffy.
Which one?
I'm not really big on Isle of the Unknown.
But yeah, I got that one. That one's like, yeah, I tried to use it once, but yeah, it's more like fantasy.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to just pull things out of it once in a while, like maybe pull a hex out for an encounter or something.
Yeah, I pulled the Duck Man out of that shit, and that shit's comedy.
That's cool. Yeah, it'd be cool to use for like some weird encounters and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice out today.
I don't know if you saw that Red and Pleasant Land was like $1,000 now.
Is it? Nice.
Yeah.
I still have my copy. First printing.
Nice. I have the Rope Con one that Reggie stomped on.
Oh, you got that?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
How did you
someone
get it?
mailed it. Someone mailed it to me.
How did you get it? Did he just auction it or?
Yeah, he auctioned it, and I guess the guy who won it mailed it to me because he didn't want it.
I got the second
Dude, that's
printing
awesome.
of Red and
Yeah. So I'm hoping that getting stomped on by Reggie will make it worth some more money.
Yeah, abused by Raggy himself.
Yeah.
You need that chain of custody, though.
Yeah.
The certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, I should have him write that.
I stomped this book.
Yeah. Put like his shoe print on it or something.
Have you ever met him in person, Ronnie?
No, I haven't.
I didn't know if you'd ever met him at a con or anything.
Nah, I haven't been to a con. I want to go to one, but too
Always
lazy.
want to go back to Gen Con, but I never do.
I'm very antisocial.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. Online.
I always
cons.
want to get to Gen Con. I never do.
Did
I
you
got
get to
planned
play with him
next
yet?
year?
Did you get to play with him, Ronnie?
No, the only game he's ever played in was that one with Jeff Rentz.
Jeff Rietz, yeah. I wanted to get in on that too, but I couldn't commit. I had like fucking 5 or 6 games a week going then.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty awesome.
I was disappointed that they didn't record it.
Yeah, fair enough. Do those guys ever record games? I don't know if Jeff or Raji have ever really broadcast games before, so.
Well, they said they were at first going to record it, but I guess they
Oh.
bailed at the last second.
Fair enough.
But it is what it is.
In some ways, you can have more fun that way.
Yeah.
No inhibitions. Just go
Yeah,
feeling
like
fucking
group I play with,
freaky,
I was
fucking
like,
gory, bloody.
we could record it, but the group I play with, you know, they're not fit for public.
Yeah, same. We talked about recording my my Lamentation games, but it's very not.
That's the advantage of having doing this online thing for the last 6 years. I know hundreds of people, so I can always find cool
Yeah.
people.
I mean, my friends are cool. They're just not very. What's the
I get you.
word? Broadcastable.
Yeah.
Uncouth.
That's fair.
I know that feeling.
That's totally
Yeah,
fair.
Smoking weed, cussing and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Half of us are wasted or fucking faded.
Arguing with the DM because they know me too well.
Spewing off some very fucking political shit.
I don't mind getting a little high when I game.
Getting all off track, talking about movies and shit.
Yeah.
They kept arguing with each other every week, and it's like, y'all need to go outside and duke it out or something, because y'all need to get your shit settled.
Yeah. Nothing beats going out and having a little fight, coming back in and have a hug.
Yeah, they're best friends too, and I'm like, y'all need to go out in the yard and like run around the house or fight each other or something. Get it out.
Or fight a kangaroo together. Just beat up a kangaroo together. That'll solve your problems.
Let's see, what did I want to look up? Oh yeah, lotfp.com. If you go to lotfp.com and look at what's in print.
Yeah, I had a weird conversation with some Australians about I want to fight a kangaroo. So
they still have.
And they said that.
They still have
punching a kangaroo.
They still have 158 copies of England Upturned on the LOTFP store right now. It's well worth it. That's where this map came from, the PDF copy. I'm recommending it for Josh.
Yeah, when I first read it, I was kind of meh on it, but I came back to it and it's like, it's really good, actually.
I totally dig it.
I like the stuff about the information about the religions and shit.
Yeah,
like the whole is really cool. There's some cool stuff in the setting too. So
yeah, the fact that they have like all the denominations is like really cool.
England's pretty cool.
So there's our little plug for lotfp.com. You can pick up England Upturned for €16.50.
And come to England when lockdown is over, when all this is over. It's a good place.
The Rules and Magic book is €22. I got several of those too.
I like England. England's cool.
All right. There's a lot of these adventures take place in England, it seems so. Or they're very easy to translate to England anyway. Technically, the one with your favorite town, Nonsbeck, in it, that's written for like somewhere in the Roman Empire or whatever, continental Europe during
the funniest thing about Nonsbeck is if we were going by the English like spelling theme, it'd probably be Nons Beach.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that's it's like German.
Nonsbeck.
I know. I had a thought about that when I was thinking about Hull Beach and Wiz Beach. I was like, Nonsbeck would technically be called Nons Beach.
Maybe, yeah. Hull's Beach is on this map.
Yeah, Hull Beach should be.
Hull Beach. Sorry, Hull Beach is there. Yep. Yeah, by St. Mark's.
Well, we used to say Innsmouth.
Oh, actually, Hull Beach is on there twice. Why is it on there twice?
Is Hull Beach and Hull Beach
St. Mark's something different?
Yeah,
I got you. That's why.
They're technically together, but
Hull Beach is down here. Hull Beach is down here by Fleet Hargate and Fleet.
Yeah, we have quite a few like that.
All right, cool.
Like Chapel St. Leonard's and St. Leonard's and stuff like that.
Good stuff. So you guys are heading east into the Fenlands here. Now, saving throws. How did you guys do? Did you roll them?
I did not roll mine yet.
Thaddeus
I was
and
waiting until we get back. Let's see.
and
here.
Samuel.
Well, son of a bitch. I want to roll over or under.
Do you want to roll high for saving
High.
throws?
Well, yeah. No, I failed. I rolled
Okay.
a 1.
Yeah, you get sprayed with caustic shit.
Hmm.
Oh, great.
Sounds nice, doesn't it? How did you
So
do, Jose?
which saving throw is it?
Breath weapon. Sorry.
Okay, so I definitely passed because I got 13 and -9.
Okay, so you passed. So you managed to dodge this caustic excrement that comes out like a cone. But Thaddeus, you get sprayed. And take
I'm sorry.
5 points of damage
Okay.
from burning. It's almost like acid and fiery too. Yeah, it just burns.
I dive face first into
You have
the
a buff
nearest
coat,
puddle
right?
of water.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can see your buff coat is even like smoldering, smoking.
Yeah, I dive face first into the nearest puddle of water.
Okay,
Spread
you
eagle.
dive into the water and like you roll around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
In the
so you
muck.
dive into the water and roll around. I guess we'll go into initiative now.
That's taking it back alive is out of the question now.
Doing my best to keep the musket out of the water, of course.
Okay, everybody roll initiative. D6 plus or minus your dexterity modifiers.
You got a 4.
Technically, if you have a readied melee weapon, but nobody was aiming a melee weapon, so you'd get a +4.
Do you want me to still roll, even though I'm like really far back?
No,
hanging
no, you
back,
don't have
or-
to if you're not doing anything.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. She's watching because she wants to be amused by what they're doing.
Does a man catcher count as a melee weapon?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look back, you'll see Ariana giggling about you guys just fucking going at this thing.
Okay. Anybody beat 6, 7, whatever? Anybody else on
No.
6?
I beat that.
You beat that? Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 3, and you said it was +4 for the holding a thing, right?
No. For a missile weapon like a gun or a bow and arrow.
Oh,
It has to
okay.
be readied. If you have a readied missile weapon, you get a +4 to your initiative.
Okay, I got you. I thought you said ready melee
So what
weapon.
did you
Never
get?
mind.
So you're on a 3?
A 4.
4? Okay.
This is 3 plus my thing.
Okay, so the cow goes first. It sprays again. Make another saving throw versus breath weapon, please.
Who should be making that?
I failed.
You failed. Okay, so you get hit this time. Only 1 point of damage, but yeah, your shit's burning. You're kind of on fire. Anybody else on 6? Or we go down to 5? 4.
I'm on 4.
And Sam, you're on 4 as well?
Yes.
Yeah, go.
I'm going to shoot the thing. I think we're done trying to bring it back alive.
Sam, make your attack.
Evan? Evan makes his attack.
No, Sam. Well, Evan too, I guess.
On
Both of
4.
you. You're both on 4. So go.
I got 6. I miss.
Okay. Did you roll a misfire?
No. 1 misfire.
Yeah, you misfire. Click. Nothing happens.
Damn
What
this
is that?
swamp.
Your arquebus?
You're so
No,
blood.
That's my pistol.
Pistol. Okay. Samuel, that's you, Jose. You're
I
muted.
got 16 plus 9.
Okay, you hit it with the man catcher.
You hit it?
Well, I'll try to like pin his head into the ground with that shit.
Let me see what the man catcher does real quick.
imagine the cow get fucking bumped on the head.
Successful hit requires the victim to make saving throw versus paralysis. If unsuccessful, the victim is considered helpless as the wielder. as is the wielder of the man catcher, while the target is being held for purposes of defending against attacks. The weapon must be wielded with 2 hands. Okay, so you hit it with the man catcher. You've got it held. It's not moving. It's helpless at the moment, but so are you. So you have to
Thaddeus,
hold it.
muscle it.
Get the muzzle.
Anybody else on 4?
No.
3?
I'm on 3.
What are you gonna do?
All right. So he's got it. He's got it caught.
Yeah, he's got it caught and he's holding it.
All right. I guess I'll try and get
He's
that damn
pushing
muzzle
its
on it.
head down into the water.
Yeah, I
So what
guess
do
I'll
you
try to put that muzzle on it.
Okay, you got a muzzle, right?
Yeah, I took it from him earlier.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
All right. So what do I roll? Just an attack?
Well, it's considered helpless, so you just muzzle it right away.
All right.
You get the mouth muzzled. His horns
Stay-
are still free, and his ass is still free.
I got a rope.
Anybody on 2? 1?
I'm on 1.
Okay, Rupert, you're last. What do you do?
So did he get the muzzle on?
Yeah, he's got the muzzle on it.
All right, I'll just come over and put the lasso around its neck and get a rope around its neck. So we got a lead on it.
Okay, boom, you lasso it up. Okay, next round, initiative. Who's on 6?
I am.
What are you gonna do, Evan? It's lassoed, muzzled, held with the man catcher, helpless.
Just help him try and pull it out of the swamp.
Oh, sorry. Also, Sam, your shit's still burning. You take 1 more point of damage.
Somebody keep a gun ready in case it gets loose.
I'll pull another pistol out.
Okay, you pull out another pistol.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll just
Ready it.
hold my action, I guess.
Okay. Anybody else on 6 or 5?
Oh, 5.
Go ahead, Sam. What are you gonna do? You gonna just continue to hold it, or are you gonna let it go?
Can I walk him while I'm holding it?
No, because you are helpless and it's helpless. You know.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he has it tied up,
He has it
I'll
lassoed.
let go.
You let
Yeah.
go.
And can
okay.
I take a rope and tie his back end?
Do you take a rope?
Like put a rope between by his back.
Oh, you're gonna run up and try to run a rope around his backside?
Yeah.
In front of his back legs. You can try that, yeah. You run over and do that. Hold on a second. Make an attack roll because he's going to try to resist. Especially now you had to let him go.
18 plus 9.
Okay, you run over, you wrap that rope around him. And you can start to tie it, okay? Anybody else on 5? Your man catcher basically you just dropped into the
That's fine. That shit can stay there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
okay,
on 4.
I'm on 4.
Yeah,
what
I'm
are you
on
gonna
4.
do?
Let's start leading it forward.
Is it still resisting?
Okay, you start trying to pull it, Rupert, yeah?
Yeah.
It is going to try to resist. Roll a d20 and add your strength, please.
3.
You try to pull, and it jerks its head back and pulls you forward. Roll a paralyzed save, please.
Failed.
You failed. You just go face first right into the water.
Damn it.
All right.
Thaddeus, you see
okay,
this
so
happening.
As soon as the head jerks, I step up behind it on the side, or I come up on the side of it and just bash it in the back of the head with the muzzle.
Roll to
muzzle,
hit.
What do you call that?
Knock it out.
The stock, just to give a whack on the back of the head.
I get you. Roll to hit.
Oh, that's 24.
That will hit. Damage?
I don't know what the damage would be. D6?
Yeah, 1d6 plus, just 1d6, sorry.
5.
You come up, whack it on the head, and it drops. It is unconscious.
It's alive.
I guess we might as well tie his feet and just carry the thing.
It's
Yeah.
alive, but it's unconscious.
Stay away from its ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the other muscle and I'm gonna try to put it on his tail between the ass and the.
Oh, what else do we have?
And we can hog tie its legs together and somebody throw it up on your back and we carry it out of here.
Yeah, then put it in the cart.
Yeah, we can put it on like hoist it up in a pole and carry it out of there. Just need to
We
put
got it.
something like a piece of leather or like a flap of leather over.
We
You've
got
got
both.
you've got a man catcher.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah,
long
we can
pole.
use the man catchers as a pole.
Those two tied together, so all
Okay.
four legs.
So you haul it back up to where the cart is,
Yep.
using the man catcher as a pole, basically, with it hog tied in the middle
Mhm.
and unconscious. It's hard going back,
Sure.
because you're carrying this fucking thing. I mean, it's only a calf, but it's still big enough. It's good, another extra oversized item for each of you.
Yeah.
Then you can load it up on the cart, drive it back to Frampton if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or where do you want to take it? Actually, maybe you don't want to take it to Frampton.
Well, we want to show them.
We want to sell it, right?
So
Well, we
where
want to take back to Thomas. Were we supposed to meet him back in Boston?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's run through the town so we can show everybody that we got it.
Right. Well, the cart's there anyways, so.
And then we move along, and we'll get. It's only a couple miles away.
Well, what are you going to tell them then when you ride into Frampton?
The beast.
Bring it in, flop it down. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not the thinker.
We have the beast has been caught. All is well. God has blessed your town. You can leave these poor people alone, and everybody go back to your lives. God bless you, and goodbye. And we ride out of town.
All right. That's fair. So, Lord Rupert Alcock, you've kind of become almost like a spokesperson for the party so far with your mistress Ariana, or whoever she is, that rides around with you and just looks pretty and doesn't do anything else at the moment.
Yeah, I figure I can award title to
Pretty much.
in the place sometimes.
You got your teenage cart boy here too with his donkey. And then you've got your fucking other fighter friends.
The
And your
mercenary
roguey,
looking
and your roguey
motherfuckers.
friend.
Ariana is keeping all her tricks under her sleeves for now.
Yeah, fair enough. No pun intended.
So, did we clear that guy's name or what?
No, I don't know. You told
Yeah, I'll
him
let
capture
that
the thing,
dude-
you rode away. Are you going to hang out for
Well,
a
I
couple of
wanna let
days and
him
see what happens?
I want to
We
let
have to?
him
No, you
like,
don't have to.
tell him that we got it.
Well, isn't that guy the guy who hired us to get the cow?
No.
He just hired us to get the cow.
Thomas
The
did.
guy who hired you to get the cow is Thomas Kember in Boston.
Ah, okay.
The
Yeah,
farmer
let's get
is
the
the
fuck
guy
out
who
of
the
here.
cow belonged to.
I will tell the man that we got the thing before we leave.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, we had to bring it back to the village
And
anyways.
is it true? Was it a demon or something?
We didn't see it shoot fire, but it did spray shit that burned our friend. So it was definitely seems unnatural. We're going to take it back to Boston for the authorities there to deal with. It's no longer your concern, good people.
Magic
You
is
leave
still
this man in
bullshit.
peace now. We have removed the vile creature.
Ariana,
Yeah.
give me an intelligence roll.
Okay.
I mean, you're a magic user. You're smart. You've studied lots of shit.
I'm trying to get under, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 12 out of 13. So.
Okay. You don't. Obviously, this thing isn't a gorgon.
Yeah.
You think it might be a bonacon, Bonnacon. I'll type that into the chat too, in case you wanna.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that to myself for now.
It's a legendary creature, described as a bull with inward curving horns and a horse-like mane. And you can see it does have almost like a little mane growing on it too.
Huh.
Do I see her inspecting the cow?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
So we probably all got a good look at it.
Yeah.
The creature was known anyway that the horns were useless for self-defense, so it used its excrement, its caustic feces, basically to
Yeah,
Get
just
rid
the
of
horn.
pursuers and ensure its escape,
look-
etc. You know.
She kind of giggles to herself when she kind of realizes what it is. She kind of just has a little giggle to herself.
Just the horns alone make it look unnatural. So
Indeed, yeah. And the mane
And the
put on
horse
it.
mane.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
What a weird looking cow.
You
Alright.
English people are so weird with
Why
your.
is that? Enlighten us, Ariana. Why are we strange to you?
You attract weird things.
We attracted you.
Well. Just gives you a little wink, Rupert.
So you ride all the way back to Boston. You'll get back there about just a little after 7 p.m. The sun is setting.
This thing is strange, but it's not the worst thing I've seen.
Make sure I lash it down into the wagon bed.
I'm sure you did. I would imagine you'd secured it. Don't worry.
I wanna put like a cloth, stick a cloth up its ass
Wash your
With a-
fingers.
with like a stick. I'm gonna get like a big stick, put like a cloth at the end of it, and try and like plug its ass up.
Rupert, we won't do it today, but we need to remember we need to go to Nansbeck at some point. We
Yes.
won't go today.
Let's get rid of this cow, and then we will take you to Nunsbeck.
Okay.
We will do that tomorrow.
Do I succeed at plugging the ass up
How are you going to plug it up?
with a long, very long stick
Just,
and a cloth
just
at the
shoving
end?
a stick and a cloth up its ass?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a to hit roll.
Can't be having this thing spraying all over in town.
Give me a to hit roll.
15.
Okay. Now give me a what would you call that? Yeah, give me a breath weapon save, but you get a +2 on your roll. Because shit sprays out of it as soon as you start shoving this thing into it.
I got 12, and my save
Breath weapon.
is 11. Oh, fuck, 14. Yeah, I failed.
Okay, so you get sprayed with
Oh,
caustic
God.
excrement for 5 points of damage,
Oh, it burns.
and all your shit is burning.
Oh,
Where is this happening?
The road.
On the road? Okay. All your shit is burning.
Can I take a water skin and just throw water on him?
Ariana on a horse is just like, oh, for fuck's sake, what are you doing?
Give me a to hit roll, Jose. Just call it a melee attack.
Evan, why are you messing around with it?
Oh, shut up, it
I
burns.
got 12 plus my bonus.
Fucking, you English are idiotic sometimes.
I'm gonna try and like pull my buff coat off and just like melting into my skin.
12 plus your bonus. What's your bonus?
9.
9? You're a
I'm a
fighter?
fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
Hey,
Yeah, you splash the water on and put out the fire that's on him. So he's not gonna take more
thank you.
damage.
Thank you.
hey, Rupert, are all English idiots?
And now its ass is plugged and it's still spraying a little bit of excrement, but it's just shooting out the sides now and hitting like the cart and stuff, and the cart's kind of burning a bit.
Jeez Louise.
I need more cloth. Get more cloth.
In my experience, Ariana, most of the world is dumb.
And
See some-
And it's
Yeah,
important to point
cloth.
out that the calf was completely unconscious until he shoved a stick up its ass. It wasn't gonna wake up, but that kind of has a little bit of a, oh my god,
Evan, you are fucking idiot.
self-defense. So you guys gonna put out the fire on the cart as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
maybe,
flasks of water do you have?
I have
Well, I was the one that
Got
used
plenty.
it, so
I haven't used my water, so I'll start dumping it on the cart yet.
How many? I need 5 flasks of water.
I got
How
one.
One
much does a
from
water skin
Rupert,
carry?
I had
One
3
from
on me,
Evan.
so I'll give him another 2.
another
I
2
have
from
I have
Sam,
one.
1 from Ariana. Okay, that's enough. And
How much
finally
shit
it
can this
stops.
cow possibly have?
Does anybody knock it out again?
Yes.
Okay.
Just go over and thump it.
Okay.
Thump.
Roll to hit.
Out of my knife. Jeez, okay.
I mean, it's thrashing around a little bit. It's got to stick up its ass,
Right.
literally.
Jeez.
Yeah. Ariana actually kind of
What's
looks a bit angry at this point, and he's just like,
Well, that's a
Do you think
15.
you're angry? How do you think the fucking Bonnekin feels?
Yeah, Ariana is angry, and he's just like, Evan, don't ever do that again.
You had like a
Stop messing
15 or
with
something you
things you
said, Merrick?
don't
Yeah, 15.
understand.
Yeah, you knock it out. You get boom.
Yeah,
Goes up.
I got a 10 melee
It goes
attack bonus.
unconscious. And you guys managed to put out all the fire. The cart's a bit singed up and stuff now.
Oh, that seemed like a good
You
idea
might
at
want
the
to
time.
replace this cart.
Why do I? You people.
Ariana, you didn't even help, so just calm yourself.
She threw some water in.
Okay, but you know,
I'm just
Evan's doing
saying.
the best thing. He's trying.
Listen, I'm an idea man. I just try the ideas, okay?
Yeah, by
So now-
sticking a
now
fucking pole up its ass.
The stick is
Jesus
still up
Christ.
its ass.
Well, we'll start running our ideas before you, Your Highness.
This will probably
Yeah, but-
happen just outside of Boston, we'll say.
Would you stick one up a horse's ass because
I
it
would
was a
not
little
have
bit
done it.
different?
I would have advised him against it. You're right. It was kind of a bad idea.
Would you stick it up one of our asses if we were playing up? We're a little bit different.
Well,
What's-
Jesus, man.
What's
we're
going
not
up?
shooting flaming shit.
Respect animals. Maybe a little bit different, but respect them.
This is no animal, woman. This is a demon.
That I agree with him on. This is a demonic beast.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It was defending itself.
But like I said, it's not the most dangerous thing I've ever seen.
You guys spooked it, and it
Nobody's ever
defended
had
itself.
one of them kind of shits before. Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like,
wouldn't. Don't say it's not dangerous until you've had it shit in your face.
you ever had hot gut wine go through you?
All right, let's get this thing to town.
You get it in there, find the inn where your man, was it Thomas Kember?
Yeah, Thomas Kimber. Where is this bastard?
Okay. Go there. You'll see him sitting in there. It's late. Well, it's late dinner time. It's evening now. I assume do you stable your horses and stuff or what?
Well, I march in there and I'm
Your
like,
jacked
dude,
up cart.
you got your shit, cow. You need to come get it. We're tired of dealing with this thing.
You captured it?
Yes. And its shit is flammable.
It's shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't breathe fire?
No, it's not quite as impressive as that, but demonic nonetheless.
Let me see it. And he comes out with you, I presume.
Yeah, I'll bring him out.
Ariana just sighs every time they go demonic or something like that.
Ian, your mic is a little low.
Oh, sorry. Thanks for telling me. Is that better?
Yeah, way better.
Way better. Sorry about that. So yeah, he comes out, looks into your cart, says, "Oh, it did that," pointing to the
Yeah.
damage. Why does it have a stick up its ass?
We had to, to try to avoid more damage.
Is it
had to
alive? It looks like you've caused some damage to it.
You
Yeah,
have to improvise.
it's unconscious.
They're
Look at me.
idiots. They're idiots. They're all
I want you to
fucking
remove
idiots.
the stick.
Well, you
Oh, I'm
can
not-
do what you want with it once you take possession. Now, where's our money?
Well, hold on a second.
Ariana removes. The
I
stick.
I
She
offered
does
you
it-
10,000 silver pieces for the capture of a gorgon.
This is it.
This is not a gorgon.
This is the thing that caused the trouble.
This is a bonnekin.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's not a gorgon, sir.
Why
Well,
don't you?
Gorgon
why don't you
was
half the
wrong
price?
story. It was a Bonnekin the whole time.
It
Are
was
you gonna
5,000.
pay for it or not?
Look, you're giving us 10,000 silver because that was the deal.
No, Rupert.
I think this man needs a display of its power.
No, give.
Fine. Remove the
Sir,
stick.
don't listen to them. Just
Ariana, you are not in charge here.
you. Ariana just walks off, heads off in the direction of her home because she's fed up.
All right.
Okay.
She heads off back.
Are
Once-
you going to pay us or not, sir?
Remove the stick, and if the creature still lives, then I will pay you.
do it.
All right, I'll go over there and remove it.
Okay. Give me a breath weapon save as shit sprays out right at you. As soon as you pull a
I'm
stick,
there-
it's like
I'm
it's like you
staying back.
pulled a plug.
See, I was right.
How'd you do?
15. I passed this time.
Okay, cool. So you just dodge it.
I was
And the
ready
shit
for it this
sprays
time.
out, and it's burning out on the side on the road or whatever.
See, you see what this thing is? It's not natural.
And then it kind of passes back out again because it's been beat up pretty bad.
Now pay us our money.
Well, I'm going to need to transport it. Can I take the cart as well? It looks like it's well worn.
Yeah,
It's
take
all
it
yours.
free of charge. Now give us the money.
Very well. He pulls 2 pouches off and tosses them to you.
What is this thing, may I ask?
It's a bonnekin, it would seem.
Well, what is that?
It's a legendary creature.
Well, it was born of 2 normal cows. How does this happen?
Perhaps they weren't normal. I do not know.
Well, they burned in the barn fire, so we had no evidence of them.
Well, I think that this cow would burn if we set this cart alight as well.
Sure.
Or I should
just-
say, this bull.
We didn't get to look at the parents because they were already burned.
I'm gonna count the silver. Does it
All right, well,
does it seem like a right amount?
There's no
Tasty.
silver in those pouches.
Strange
There's 100
creature.
gold pieces in each pouch.
All right, cool.
it's definitely God would never create such a foul thing. So it's definitely demonic.
Well, it is no longer your concern. Thank you for your
Why would you
assistance.
want such a thing?
That is my business. My
Very
lord.
well.
I'm already disinterested, and I'm getting on my horse. And
Very well, Mr. Kimber. Maybe we'll do more business in the future.
Perhaps if you are friends of Aravalon, then perhaps you are friends of mine as well.
You know a Ravelon.
Yes, he's the one who told me about you.
Oh fuck, Ariana's gone as well. Shit.
This man, he seems to know us. He's been sending people our way, but I haven't met him myself. What do you know about the man?
He looks at you. He looks at your friends. Well, he is an eccentric man. A man with a lot of wisdom and knowledge. He's seen many years.
What's his interest in us?
I do not know. I suppose because you're adventurers like him.
Well, if we ever get the chance to meet him, I'd like to meet the man.
Well, if I see him, I'll tell him that you expressed as such.
Very good.
I hope to
Thank you.
see him again someday.
God bless you and have a good day.
And you.
I'll tip my hat to him, and I guess we head back to the stables with our money. I mean, back to our place.
All right, you got 500, you got 200 gold pieces, which is the value of 10,000 silver pieces.
Well, Evan, who else is here? Everybody but Ariana. I guess we'll go back.
Yeah.
Split up.
Ariana went
She didn't
back.
do much work, so she didn't need much pay either.
Yeah, and Roy slept in the wagon the whole time.
Might have had a lot too much to drink last night.
That happens. We'll give it.
Roy's a growing boy. He needs plenty of rest.
Well, you guys just made a lot of money, so how many ways are you splitting that?
Mm.
You have
5.
200 gold pieces.
Maybe,
Should we give the girl any money?
well,
yeah,
get-
don't we always go even?
let's
Yeah,
give Roy
it's improvement.
Roy and the woman a half share each, and then the rest of us get a full share.
Roy proved himself last time. He's a pretty smart kid. Ariana hasn't really proven herself.
Yeah, but they didn't get shat on like we did.
True. Y'all
I
should.
did Rupert.
I think y'all should have extra if you got shit on.
Like half share for the boy and the girl.
So if you
full
split
share
it
for
into
us.
5 shares, then that would be 40 gold pieces per share.
So the girl and the boy get 20 each, and we all get 40.
Yeah,
Okay. There you go.
sounds good to
I
me.
will give one extra gold to Samuel and Evan for their trouble.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I'll take
You wait till I magic missile.
Hey, if you show something that impressive, then you'll get a cut.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, she's trying to be a bit.
So you guys go back to your house, you
Yeah.
split this up. Oh, you haven't had dinner.
I'm so
I
glad
got
that I
there
bought the
early
main
because
catcher and the muscle.
You
I
got
went
where?
back
You got to the
because I
house early?
wanted to do. Yeah, because
Thank
I
you.
went back
Mhm.
before they did. So
So
because I wanted to just
are you making dinner?
make sure I wanted to make sure my stuff was there still.
Oh,
And,
yeah, all your stuff is there.
Gentlemen,
and I wanted to note about the Bonnekin in my little diary journal thing I have. Just
Yeah.
note that I have actually seen one and a little bit of detail, and moan about how they are all assholes and they don't know how to treat animals with respect. And then I'll make myself some food, but not the others.
Make yourself what?
Some food. I don't know
Oh,
what, just
okay.
basic food.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not their housewife. I'm not going to make them all food. What do they think I am?
Oh,
gentlemen,
your aunt
we
would
have-
have. Your aunt would have.
we
Yeah,
have
she would have, but Ariana is not.
I'll be going carousing.
yeah, we have not had a drink all day, and we have a successful
And you are
mission.
ranters. Who else? Who's the other ranter? Is it Samuel?
Yeah, I think that is a so.
Thaddeus, are you a ranter?
He joined us.
Merrick? He's.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you there, Merrick?
sorry. Who has? Oh, I wasn't unmuted. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Is,
muted.
is Thaddeus a ranter as well?
He's not. He is an Anglican, but he's kind of more agnostic.
Okay.
He was baptized Anglican, and that's like the church he knows. So maybe he's converting, but he is the type of guy who likes to go have fun.
Sounds cool to me.
Hmm.
We attempt to convert him every night that we have a drink.
So,
together.
who all is going carousing?
I am.
I am.
Thaddeus?
Oh yes.
And
Just take off all my crap and leave it in the room.
Yeah, same here. I'm just gonna have like 2 pistols on me.
Roy
I'll
is
just bring my knife with
too.
me.
For
I
sure.
will. I'll keep my my knife in my boot, but I'll drop everything else off at my room.
I had to.
Everything off. I'll keep my daggers and a pistol.
Ariana, will you go carousing with the boys?
Well, if all of them are gone out, no, I'm going to spend some time like reading like that book again, even though I have
Reading,
seen
oh,
like the
your
stuff.
Deus Bellius?
Yeah, as long as I know they're not here, any of them are here.
Yeah, sure. So that's fair. All the boys go carousing, and Ariana tucks into a book at home.
But I do keep on the lookout. Like I do keep an ear open just in case.
Hey, whatever
Oh,
helps you
just
sleep
give
at
us
night,
a couple
sweetheart.
back.
Yeah, just in case one of us comes stumbling back to take more money out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is Boston again. So everybody, sorry, not everybody, but boys, Evan, Rupert, Thaddeus, and Samuel, and of course Roy too. But if Rob's not here, we can resolve it next session. Go ahead and roll 3d6.
Each of us?
Yep.
Okay.
Each of you independently.
I got a 2, a 6, and a 1.
Oh, do we add it together?
Yep, add it together. So, okay, we'll go with you first, Jose. What do you got? 9? Right?
Yes, 9.
You spend 900 silver pieces. That's 18 gold. You gain 900 XP. And roll a poison save, please.
I have to.
Yes, you have to, please.
All right, 1 second. Let's see. You said poison, right?
Yeah, poison. Because you're getting wasted.
I think I passed because I rolled 13 and minus 8.
Yes, you passed. Good job. Okay. Who's next? Let's go with Evan.
I rolled a 12.
12. So you spend 1,200 silver pieces. That is 24 gold. And you gain 1,200 XP. Give me a poison save.
Fail.
Okay, I'll come back to you on that. Rupert, my lord, Alcock.
13.
So you spend 1,300 silver. That's 26 gold. You gain 1,300 XP. And roll a poison save.
Fail.
Okay, I'll come back to you as well. Thaddeus,
Yes, I rolled a 12.
you spend 1,200 silver pieces. That's 24 gold.
Oof, that's all the gold I had on me.
Nice. Roll poison save. Let's see how drunk you
Okay.
got.
I rolled a 20.
You passed, so you go home feeling great.
It was a good night.
Okay. Let's see who failed. It was Evan and Rupert, right? I'll need D20s from the two of you. Let me find my right page here.
I rolled a 1.
You make a fool of yourself in public. You gain no experience. Ooh, how much did you gain? 1,200 before?
Yeah.
Yeah, erase that. Go back 1,200.
Lame.
Roll a charisma check.
All right.
So D20 and compare it to your charisma.
Pass. I got a 4. I have an 8 charisma.
Okay, that's fair. So you don't gain a reputation in the town as a drunken lout, but you lose your experience.
Okay.
Damn.
That's pretty harsh.
Yep. Rupert, how'd you roll in your 20?
Got an 8.
An 8. You couldn't really see that rash in the candlelight. Roll a Constitution check.
Undercon, got it.
Okay, good. So you managed to just avoid venereal disease. You get a bit of a rash, but and an
Good.
itch, but you don't quite catch a disease. Now that being said,
Doesn't he already have crabs?
did he? Oh yeah, that was in a different town though, wasn't it? Was that in Norwich
I think so.
where
I
you
don't
guys knocked up the hookers?
Yeah. When we left them behind, that was
Yeah,
the other.
Norwich. That was in Norwich. That's right. I forgot you guys had crabs. Well, anyway, what did I want to look up here? Oh, I know what I want to look up because you guys were out in the swamp and all that. That is not what I want. This is closer to what I want. Okay. Everybody, all characters, make a saving throw versus poison, please. You can add your Constitution bonus to your roll. And if you're a native to this region, which I don't think any of you are, you would get a +4. But
I rolled the number exactly. Does that make it?
that's a pass.
I'm sensing
fail.
Are you rolling under or over the saving?
over.
Over, cool.
It's a
Equal
poison
over.
check, right?
Poison.
Yes, I'd say I passed.
16 on 11, so pass.
Pass,
13.
pass.
I barely passed.
Wait, we're
Yes.
supposed to roll higher, not right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, cool. I passed them by 2.
Everybody passed, except
That's
for Roy,
okay.
who we haven't heard from. But okay, now I also need to know who ended up being engulfed in water during that, like throwing themselves into the water. Or...
I did.
And
Okay,
Evan.
and Evan
No,
too.
I was doused in
Right.
All
But
right.
you went up.
and
Somebody else did though, didn't they? Or am I mistaken?
Oh,
I did.
it was
Samuel.
it was Evan because he fell into
Samuel.
the water,
I did.
into
Oh,
the
was
mud.
that? Okay, Evan.
Yeah, it went up to.
I threw myself into the water after I got sprayed.
Samuel, you fell in the water as well.
Well, actually, no. I just kept rolling for the damage. I don't know if it ended up going away because I was holding the man catcher. So
Oh shit! I forgot about that. You would have kept taking damage every round.
Oh wait, I did fall in the water when the cow knocked me down.
Okay. All right, everybody who fell into the water, please roll. Yeah, saving throw versus poison. Wait, hold on. Drink.
We're going to that damn
Sorry. Roll a
swamp
d10.
again.
Roll a d10, please. That's what it is. 1d10. This is a different check.
3.
10.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Rupert.
I got a 3.
Okay. That's it. That's everybody who had water in their mouths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Very good. Nobody got the ague, and nobody got dysentery.
Good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Not yet, anyway.
That's the
That
Lord
could
is
have
on my side.
that could have been diarrhea checks all over again.
Oh my, oh my.
I've had enough of those in my lamentations career. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Anything else? Is that everybody's carousing is resolved?
Hmm.
Oh, Ariana, you were studying your book. What are you looking at? You're looking at all those juicy spells and stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there's
kind
so
of.
much.
Yeah, she's just looking over them again. And just looking into them a bit more, but
Hmm.
she'll probably get an early night. But yeah.
Okay. She doesn't have a room, right? She just sleeps in the common room.
Yeah, she sleeps in the common room with like her bag like
Backpack
tucked
is,
in. So
yeah. Did you have it kind of almost like a pillow?
yeah, so that if I could feel, I would
Mhm.
wake up if someone tried to take it.
Absolutely.
Upon
And
my
she
return home,
basically sleeps in the nude as well, so she will be covered because she knows they've gone carousing, so or out.
So she's nude but covered.
Yeah, I mean she's nude, but she's got a blanket over her or whatever she was
Fair enough.
sleeping. So.
Thaddeus, you said on your return? You're the first
yes,
one back.
I'm.
You get the 20 on your poison save. You don't overindulge. You're like, yeah, fresh as a
Mm,
daisy. Feeling great.
yep. I get home. I see her lying down there, and I say, "Sure, you don't fancy a shag?"
I'm good.
All right then. And I stumble off my room and I
Shag
get in
yourself.
there. Nope, and I fall face first onto my mattress and immediately start snoring.
Nice. Very good. Um, who else passed that save? Samuel did, right? Yeah. Samuel, you get back pretty early as well. In good shape. Feeling well.
Yeah, he would probably just go straight to the room. He wouldn't even like look at nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just sleeping on the floor. And then Rupert and Evan, I suppose, will come back last, probably together. Evan, you did not have a very good night. You
No,
made
I
an
had a
ass
terrible
of
night.
yourself. You got really drunk and maybe tried to pick a fight with somebody or something, and then just got kind of pushed over.
I tried to put another
couldn't-
stick up someone's ass.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you were too drunk to even stand up straight, so like a stiff wind just blew you over.
I had a good night with somebody
And
and
Rupert had
avoided.
a great night, and he ends up probably carrying you halfway home. Not literally carrying you, but like one arm propped over his shoulder, guiding you home, stopping every once in a while so you can vacate your guts. You guys stumble in,
Yeah.
call it a night there. And actually, I know it's only been about 2 hours, but I think I'll call it a night on the session there too.
All right.
And would do this again in a week.
Yeah, XP time.
Oh yes, XP. I'm sorry, thank you. Now,
Since I gotta make
because
up
I
for the
didn't give you
XP I
guys
lost.
XP from last session, right?
Yeah, we got cut off.
So everybody that was here last session immediately gets 500 XP. Okay. On top of that, then, let's see. You guys caught the Buchanan? Bonnekin. You caught the Bonnekin. You got the money for that. That was 10,000 SP, right? All right. So we're going to split that 5 ways because Rob wasn't really here. So you guys get an extra 2,000 XP for that. So 2,500 XP. So 2,500 XP for everybody, or for, yeah, 2,500 XP total, I should say, for Evan, basically, and 3,000 XP total for everybody else. Rupert, Sam, Ariana, Thaddeus. Roy gets 500 for last session, but no XP for this session. And of course, that's after whatever carousing points you gained. Anybody getting close to leveling up, just out of curiosity?
Good Lord, no. No, I am at 70,000 out of 128.
Okay. Oh man, you
Rough
guys will.
here.
I suppose those carousing checks add up over time if you keep doing them.
Yep.
It also
Keep making
keeps
money.
Yeah, 7,
also
1,
keeps you spending
500.
money.
Yep. And you got to keep going out and making money.
All right, cool. So then next week, everybody will be here, right?
Yeah.
Rob, hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully
Yes.
everybody will be here next week. And next week we will kick off the proper, I think it's the first week of May for the England Upturned adventure.
As far as I'm aware, I will be here unless I die, bro.